A day in the life, handling tough airline passengers like a pro. Being an airline reservation agent is no ordinary job. It's a psychological battlefield where every call could range from a simple inquiry to an intense confrontation. Handling tough airline passengers requires not just customer service skills, but a deep understanding of human psychology. Let's dive into the mind games, emotional strategies, and over the top scenarios that define a day in the life of an airline reservation agent dealing with difficult passengers. The psychology of tough calls. When passengers call with complaints, they often come in hot, fueled by frustration, anxiety, or even fear. These emotions can escalate into what psychologists call cognitive distortion, where passengers' perceptions are skewed by their stress, making small issues seem catastrophic. An airline agent must be prepared to navigate this distorted reality, transforming an angry tirade into a calm conversation. For example, a passenger might call in a rage because they missed their flight due to traffic. Despite the fact that the airline has no control over traffic conditions, the passenger might insist that the airline owes them compensation. This is where the agent's psychological prowess comes into play. Instead of engaging in a futile argument, a skilled agent might acknowledge the passenger's frustration, subtly redirecting the conversation to focus on finding a solution. This technique, known as empathic mirroring, helps to diffuse the situation by validating the passenger's feelings while steering them towards a more rational state of mind. Over-the-top passenger behavior. Tough calls often involve passengers who are at their wits' end, and their behavior can be extreme. Picture this. A passenger demands a refund for a non-refundable ticket, insisting that their situation is unique and warrants an exception. They might threaten to escalate the issue to the CEO, post negative reviews online, or even take legal action. These are classic examples of escalation tactics, where passengers believe that by intensifying their demands, they can pressure the agent into bending the rules. However, seasoned agents know that the best way to handle such over-the-top behavior is not to match the passenger's intensity, but to remain calm and consistent. By sticking to the airline's policies and offering alternative solutions, like rebooking at a discount or providing a travel voucher, the agent can often turn a heated conversation into a more manageable one. This approach, rooted in behavioral psychology, is about setting boundaries while still showing the passenger that their concerns are being heard. Coping mechanisms for agents. Handling tough calls day in and day out can take a toll on an agent's mental health. To cope, agents develop various strategies to protect themselves from emotional burnout. One common technique is emotional compartmentalization, where agents mentally separate their work persona from their personal life. By viewing each call as a challenge to be solved rather than a personal attack, agents can maintain their emotional well-being even in the face of constant stress. Another powerful coping mechanism is the use of mindfulness techniques. Agents might take a few deep breaths before answering each call, grounding themselves in the present moment to stay calm and focused. This not only helps them handle the immediate situation, but also prevents the buildup of stress over time. Additionally, agents often lean on peer support, sharing their experiences with colleagues who understand the unique pressures of the job. This sense of camaraderie can be a crucial buffer against the emotional toll of dealing with difficult passengers. Turning the call around. One of the most rewarding aspects of an agent's job is successfully turning a tough call around. This involves not just resolving the issue at hand, but also changing the passenger's emotional state. The key here is active listening, truly hearing what the passenger is saying, both in their words and in the emotions behind them. By acknowledging their frustration and expressing genuine concern, an agent can begin to shift the passenger's mood from anger to appreciation. For instance, if a passenger is upset about a delayed flight, the agent might first apologize for the inconvenience and then offer a small gesture of goodwill, such as a complimentary meal voucher. This act of reciprocity, a concept rooted in social psychology, can significantly improve the passenger's perception of the airline, turning a negative experience into a positive one. The art of staying professional. Despite their best efforts, agents are often confronted with situations that are beyond their control. Airline policies are rigid, and there's only so much an agent can do. However, even in these cases, the agent's professionalism is paramount. By clearly communicating the limitations of what they can offer and guiding the passenger through the next steps, whether it's escalating the issue to a higher authority or explaining the process for filing a formal complaint, agents can maintain a sense of control and authority. This professional detachment is essential. While it might seem counterintuitive, maintaining a certain emotional distance allows agents to provide better service. They can focus on solving the problem rather than getting caught up in the passenger's emotional state. This approach not only helps the agent remain calm, but also reassures the passenger that they are in capable hands. Conclusion: being an airline reservation agent is not just about booking flights or handling customer inquiries. It's about navigating a complex psychological landscape where every interaction can be a test of emotional intelligence. From dealing with over the top passenger demands to employing advanced coping strategies, agents must be both tough and empathetic, professional and compassionate. In the end, the ability to turn a tough call around is not just a skill. It's an art form that requires constant practice and unwavering dedication.